MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell's lawyers have decided that they're just not going to cooperate in the defamation lawsuit filed against their client Mike Lindell by Dominion Voting Systems. See, here's a little backstory that not too many people know about. Back in September of last year, the judge that's overseeing the defamation lawsuit decided to go ahead and put all the lawsuits filed by Dominion together, meaning Mike Lindell, Sidney Powell, and Rudy Giuliani are now not only facing their individual lawsuits, they're all together into one by Dominion. And as part of the ruling doing this, the judge said also, listen up. What y'all are going to do is you're going to get your lawyers and you're going to get together with the Dominion lawyers and you're all going to work out a calendar, a schedule for discovery. You're going to work out times for depositions. You're going to start handing over documents to one another, and you're going to work all this out on your own. And so they had their meetings. They continue to have meetings. But on January 6th of this year, Mike Lindell's lawyers sent a notice to the lawyers for Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell that, we're done. We're not coming to any more of these meetings. We're not turning anything over. We're done. Even though they'd already been ordered by a court to do this, they signed it. They signed this agreement, a contract, if you will, saying we're going to cooperate and do what the judge has told us to do. And then after several months of it, they just said, screw it. We're just totally not doing that. Now, the reason they say they're no longer willing to cooperate is because they want to appeal all the way to the Supreme Court, they said, the judge's refusal to dismiss the defamation lawsuit. That's not going to go very well. Certainly not going to have the ending that they expect it to have. And eventually they're going to have to sit down and start cooperating again. But of course, they're going to try to postpone that as long as possible, even though the judge has already said the actual trial, isn't going to take place till at least 2024. So we're still more than 2 years away from the damn trial. And all of us that have been following this so closely, talking about it for God knows how many segments now, we're ready for this to be over. Like, how can we not go ahead and get this lawsuit by summertime? More than enough time for a discovery to take place in a simple defamation trial. Right? You're not trying to prove a big conspiracy by a pharmaceutical company that unwittingly or poisoned a bunch of unwitting patients. No. It's not one of those. It's not an environmental case where you've got to run tests and do toxicology reports. This is friggin' defamation. You look at the segments on TV, you look at what he wrote on his website, you look at the internal communications, a good legal team, and I know because I've worked around him for 20 friggin' years, could do this in about 2 months. That's how long this discovery process should take here. So why in God's name it's already been pushed to 2024 is beyond me, but that's a story, I guess, for another day. And perhaps a story for when I'm a little more calm about this subject, but the bottom line is, his lawyers were ordered to cooperate. A court order saying you have to do this. They signed it. They agreed to do it. They're refusing to do it. So where's the contempt charges? It doesn't matter if you're waiting for the appeal. You were already ordered. Kind of seems like a no-brainer to me. So Judge Nichols, the judge overseeing this, get busy on those contempt charges, because for the last couple weeks, Lindell's lawyers have basically given you a giant middle finger, and you're just sitting there doing nothing about it.